Welcome back to SnowRunner. Today we have a plan in mind, and I think the only way to play this game is with a plan. Today we're going to fix the power line. Now the power line is just north of where our marker is currently. We're currently in the Fleetstar F2070A, and the plan is to go and fix the power line. The power line requires concrete blocks. Once we have to get it all selected, there we go. Concrete blocks and metal beams. So we're going to use two different trucks to achieve this, although it is telling us we have some things nearby. My plan was to use the concrete blocks. I don't know what the other one is. There's one by a garage saying we have one of the materials by the garage, but I didn't think we did. But okay, that's not my plan. And then once this is done, we can then access this road, and this makes our journey a lot easier. And we're going to try and head to the mountain bridge afterwards. Now the reason I'm thinking of doing the mountain bridge is the concrete blocks that the power line needs are actually on a trailer right next to our Fleetstar truck. I'm kind of, as I say, I'm getting organised. I think it's the only way to do this, is to make sure you're organised enough and plan your routes, and that kind of stops the failure that we've had in a few episodes. So I've planned this as best as possible. So we're in the Fleetstar. This is our best truck for off-road and muddy journeys. And this is a brand new trailer that I spotted on the map, and this has concrete beams, concrete blocks on it. There we go. The trailer has been discovered. So we're going to attach the trailer to the Fleetstar. This has 4 lots of concrete blocks. So my plan is 2 of these to the fallen power line. We'll then swap to the GMC, grab the metal beams, take them to the power line, finish the power line off, and then back to the Fleetstar, and we'll continue going up to the mountain bridge with the remaining concrete blocks, and I think that will finish the mountain bridge off as well. As I say, I'm trying to be organised. So our journey from where we are now with the Fleetstar isn't too far, to be fair. Head towards the bridge that we all know and love, as we've done that journey quite a few times, and then head round to the power line. We have been to the power line before. We were doing a job a little while back. We're already stuck. How are we already stuck? I don't know how we're already stuck, but somehow we are. Always a good start. I put diff lock on as well to try and get out of this mud. We just kind of slowly sank into it. This truck doesn't have that many issues with stuff. It's been a really good truck for us. Do you know, I wonder if it's the trailer weight. Concrete blocks weigh a lot, don't they? So I wonder if the weight of the trailer causes us an issue here. We have found smaller trailers with the Fleetstar to sometimes be a bit of an issue. The Fleetstar on its own is pretty good. Once you add a trailer to it, and most jobs require a trailer, we have had a few issues with different things. So maybe a flatbed on the back of this Fleetstar would be better. Then we can actually put deliveries on the back of it rather than use trailers, and I think that may be what we need to do in the future. That's something to look at and think about, I think. But as it stands, we've got the trailer on. I'm not going to go off looking at the concrete blocks and doing the flatbed. We're going to persevere with this and get these. But as I say, yeah, I was looking around the concrete blocks to go and get them. I think they're from the warehouse or somewhere like that, and it would be a pain in the butt journey to do. So I was looking around at trailers. I know a lot of people had said in the comments about trailers around the map, have a look out for them, sell them, that kind of stuff. And I found out they had stuff on them. So then I started looking at what jobs we could do, and what the trailers had, to try and organise, okay, we can use this trailer for this job, this trailer for this job. That was kind of my thinking, and I came across this one, which had 4 lots of concrete blocks. Now 2 of these for the power line, and 2 for the bridge. I think that makes perfect sense. Now on the road, you can see that the actual weight of the trailer makes no difference to us. It is the weight of the trailer, I think, that's making the problem here. Let me know in the comments if you put a flatbed on this to make life easier, because that is kind of the way I'm looking at things at the minute. I think this needs a flatbed. The Fleetstar is our only truck so far that has all-wheel drive. So I think being able to use it more without trailers would make this vehicle so much better. So I think that's maybe the plan going forward. I can't see any way around it. We can't keep having this with trailers. I know we've used the smaller trailers before, and they've been okay, but I think we've still had some struggles with the smaller trailers, so I wonder if actually that would solve all our problems. I would guess that a flatbed would give us, what, 2 of something. So if we were saying, say we had the flatbed on it now, we'd be able to carry 2 concrete blocks, I would guess, on the back of the Fleetstar. Yes, it would mean double journeys for what we plan to do today, but it would make sense. It would be quicker. And with this truck being probably our best one that we have so far, the one that actually gets through the mud when needed, I think that might be the plan going forward. But we'll talk about that in the future, I'm sure. I'm not doing it now. We're going to persevere with my original plan. I didn't even think about that beforehand. I should have done. But I hadn't picked the trailer up. That's the problem. I said I didn't know the weight would be an issue. And I'm guessing that is what's causing this. We know, obviously, the ground in this is very realistic and it reacts to the speed of the wheels and the weight. So I'm guessing the trailer weight also makes a difference. So we live and learn. And that is lesson learned, I think, for today. So let's keep going. Well, once we're off this mud track, we do hit tarmac, which will be fine. We'll be able to travel quite quickly on that. So I'm not overly worried. It's a slow pace so far, but if we can just keep edging it forward, we'll be okay. This definitely is taking longer than I expected. I expected us to be able to zoom around this corner, get these straight there and be done with it, but yeah, okay. I didn't account for the fact the trailer would weigh would have weight to it that would actually bog us down, and that's what's happening. But I guarantee the minute we hit this tarmac just in front of us, I guarantee we're fine. It is just the mud. Let's keep going. Let's inch forward. We're nearly there. I'm a little bit worried about what I've got planned for the GMC now, but we'll get onto that in a minute, I'm sure. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can keep edging forward. We're using a lot of petrol and not very much speed, which is never a good thing. I'd rather the speed and less petrol. Okay, tarmac, and look at that, straight away. The weight is less of an issue. All-wheel drive is off as well. We don't need it on anymore. So that's something I didn't know about and I've now learned. So I need to make sense of that a little bit and think about trailers, weights, especially concrete blocks. 4 lots of concrete blocks is going to weigh a lot. So it does make sense. I kind of understand where it's coming from. It's just I didn't think about it. But here we are. The power line is just ahead. There we go. Just around this corner. As I say, I was saying before, we have been here. We actually got past this in the GMC before. We needed to deliver something elsewhere. And I thought I'd try and squeeze past. We managed to in the end. It wasn't perfect, but we did manage to squeeze past in the end. So, you know, we have been here. Okay, 2 concrete blocks added. And that is two-thirds of the job done. Let's swap to the GMC. So the GMC is back in our garage. Something else someone told us about is don't keep recovering the trucks every time you finish a job. Sometimes it's better to leave them where they are. Even if you need to change truck for something else, leave it where it is, the one that you've just used, because it may be better off in that position than back at the garage. So we're going to try and do a bit of that as much as possible. The lack of realism comes in, though, when you're not physically changing truck. But it's one of those. I think it makes sense to do the way we're doing it, for me. And I don't mind that. The upgrade we've done on the GMC is we have added the raised suspension. I think we added that previously, to be fair. We're just looking for everything else, if there's anything else to add. We are finding a lot more upgrades that we need to be using where possible. So because of that, like we did with the Chevrolet in the last episode, it's worth putting them on when you find them. So that will be the plan. So we have a trailer here that's showing up as metal beams, which it actually looks like. So I was just going to go and pick up the metal beams in the GMC, but because we can carry them in the back. It's not quite, it's not a flatbed, is it? It's called something else, the back of this truck, but it's not quite a flatbed. But we're here, we might take the trailer. Otherwise we'd have a journey into town to go and pick them up and then back to the power line. So if we can just take the trailer, that's job done. So let's do that. Okay. Change of plans. As I say, best laid plans. I'm always constantly changing. I honestly thought we could just go and I'll be running to the shop, grab the metal beam, straight back, happy days. I didn't think about a trailer there, to be fair. I should have noticed it. Quick on the map. Anyway, we've got the trailer. That means we've got the metal beam, so we can save ourselves a journey now, and we're just going to get these to the power lines. The GMC is a pretty good truck. The only downside to the GMC is off-road. On tarmac, works perfectly. We did change the tyres on this previously to bigger ones, but they don't do anything for off-road. We haven't unlocked off-road tyres or anything like that yet, mud tyres. That's hopefully something we'll unlock in the future. Why are we getting stuck? Now, this vehicle, as I say, is only good on roads, but this bit generally isn't a problem. I'm really getting stuck. What is going on? My plans aren't going to plan, are they? Why are we getting stuck here? We never get stuck here. We've got a trailer, haven't we? I wonder. We had the same issue with the trailer on the Fleetstar, that it was bogging us down. This vehicle is not very good off-road. It's only good on-road. We have a trailer of metal beams on board. We are at a slight hilly bit, crest of a hill, is where we're kind of stuck at the minute. I've got nothing I can latch onto, have I? Only behind us. Yeah, but there's a kind of little bit of a crest here as we go up. I didn't think this would be an issue though. I wasn't allowing for the trailer. This should normally be just a straight run, no problem. I wonder if the trailer is the issue here. We've moved trailers before, but they've generally been empty. And the stuff we've delivered previously, we have done some on trailers though, haven't we? I'm trying to think what we did on trailers. Did we use trailers previously? I don't know. We must have used trailers, surely. I can't remember offhand. But this trailer is not helping us. I don't know if I can make it up the normal path with the trailer on, which is weird. I didn't think there'd be an issue. Okay. Let's think about this and try and work out a plan. We've managed to get the winch on something, but I don't know if we can make it all the way to the power line in the GMC then. Right, we're moving. That's the important thing. I don't know if we're going to make it though. We saw how bogged down the Fleetstar got, and that's better. You know, that's the thing. It is a better vehicle to use. It's got all-wheel drive for a start. See the speed the GMC is going at. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I wonder if we had more engine power. So if we managed to upgrade the engine maybe for this, it would be a bit different, or even off-road tyres. This may not have this issue. But this isn't what I expected. But then I wasn't expecting the trailer, so yeah, okay. We probably should have left the trailer at the garage and just followed my original plan. But because we saw the trailer, it's there. Let's take it, let's do it. And yeah, maybe that was my mistake. I should have left the trailer knowing that it wasn't in my original plan and gone from there. Okay. It's just annoying because it's not working out as I planned. And we've had many plans go wrong, but I thought I really was on top of things today. So yeah, I think I've messed up. But I think we can rectify this. We're stuck again. We've just got no speed. Right. We've got nothing, have we? I hate trailers. I've decided no more trailers. I think that's the only way. We're going to ditch the trailer. We're going to follow the route all the way into town, as we would normally. It's a fairly simple route, to be fair. Look at this. We can now move. No trailer on board. The interesting thing will be when we're moving with metal beams in the back of this truck. Will it be the same as a trailer on the back? Or because of the weights over the axle, it won't have the same issue? That's something we'll see on the return journey to the power line, I think. Because I am curious now whether it is the trailer that's the issue. I think it is. It must be, because the Fleetstar had the same issue. So until we've upgraded the vehicles, maybe the trailers are a bad idea. You know, better engine, better tyres. I think that's the problem, and I do think we need to put a flatbed on the Fleetstar. It would make it more all-purpose for us. It would make life easier for us in terms of taking things. We're getting stuck again. This, I don't normally have. Do I have this many issues with this normally? I don't think I do. We've done this route no end of times. This is still heading towards the bridge. It's off-road, admittedly. There's no tarmac here, or yeah, tarmac. There's no proper road here, but still, we shouldn't be having this issue. Either that or I'm doing something severely wrong and I don't know what it is. We don't normally have this issue with even with this, the GMC. But we're getting there. Just got to keep moving forward. But yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, I think going forward, metal beams can be carried in the back of this. I think we can carry 2 of the smaller things in the back. If we put a flatbed on the Fleetstar, I would guess 2. So say it was concrete blocks, we'd be able to carry 2. Currently the trailer has 4 on it. So yes, we double journeys with no trailers, but it'll be faster, in theory. And we'll be testing that, I think, in the future. I think that may be the way to go. Use less trailers, maybe sell the trailers like people have suggested. And use them less, and try and use the trucks with backs on more. Yeah, okay, that's something I've got to think about and work out the best way forward, I think, with that. But we'll see. Right, come on, GMC. We need to get to the town. This is taking far too long. I'd planned to have this done by now. And with all the issues we've had with trailer weights and vehicles not doing what they should do, yeah, it hasn't quite gone as well as planned. Come on, keep edging forward. We're so close to that tarmac where this vehicle will fly. Come on, we're nearly there. Keep going. A bit further. I'll grip the tarmac. Come on. Go for it. Go for it, come on. Once it grips, you're laughing. There we go. And there's the speed. As I say, we know this vehicle doesn't like off-road, but even that little bit of mud should have been fine. Surely. Oh, caught the rock a bit weirdly there. That wasn't what I planned. Okay, we're still on track. We know what we're doing. So we're going to cross the bridge now, and then we're going to head into town and pick up the metal beams. So this trailer can carry 1 set of metal beams. They're quite long, to be fair. So we can carry 1 set on the back of this, which is all we need for the Powerline. So this is a route we've done a few times. You guys have probably seen this on different things we've done. Normal route in the town. We'll travel though. We'll keep going as we are. I'd normally play music through these bits, but I thought I want to talk through it. I want to be less music and more me, if that makes sense. As we're recording this, I think it's more personal. I don't mind the music, and I probably will play music at some point in this episode, but I think for the time being, let's keep going. So this is the bit, we're near the petrol station now. I took that too tight, messed up. I think sometimes I'm in too much of a rush to take a corner, and that's definitely evidence of that. So that's the bit where the road is broken and water's coming through. We have tried to get through that once and it failed miserably. I don't remember if it was in the GMC or the Fleetstar, one of the two, and it went horrifically wrong. I was trying to see if we could jump it, essentially. It didn't work. But if I'd taken that corner a little bit later, we wouldn't have had the issue we had just then. So it is a lot of the bad decision making and driving is myself, and some is not understanding the vehicles and what they're capable of, I think, including trailers. But we're making it. We're nearly there. The town is just ahead. I did a quick winch connect there without meaning to. That was what I meant. But we're here. We're on the outskirts of the town. So metal beams. We need to go to. I think it's is it the town warehouse or town storage? I think it's called. Pick up our metal beams, and then we can now head to the power lines, and that'll be the job done. And we've actually achieved something. It's always the fun part, actually achieving what you planned. My driving does need to improve, admittedly. It's not the vehicle, it's definitely me. There's another job to our left there, isn't there? We need to pick that up, I think. But let's focus on what we're doing. So, fallen power lines. If we stop here now, handbrake on, fill it with the metal beams. Happy days. So metal beams are now on board. And you know what? I think I've waffled on enough. I think let's continue heading back to the power lines. And whilst we do that, let's listen to a bit of music. And we'll see you in a couple of minutes. And there we have it. We have made it back all in one piece, and it definitely was quicker to just carry the metal beams on the back of the truck rather than with a trailer. So now we can finish this job off. The fallen power line can be done. Squeeze him through past the Fleetstar there. There we go. And that is task complete. The power line is fixed. We have achieved something we set out to achieve today. Pat on the back for us, eh? But that is job done. So we're going to swap truck now to the Fleetstar and carry on with my plan for today. It definitely took a lot longer than expected. So I want to head to the metal bridge. It needs metal beams. We've got 2 left on the trailer that we used previously. Not metal, it's like concrete blocks. Getting confused with the jobs now. It needs 2 sets of concrete blocks. The trailer on the back of the Fleetstar has 2 sets. Yes, we've had issues with trailers so far and their weight. I didn't mean to switch back there, did I? Right, we're good again. Yeah. We need to head along here. We'll grab some petrol at the petrol station that's on the way as well. It is mainly, bar one little bit, it is mainly tarmac roads. So although this vehicle has all-wheel drive, we shouldn't need it for most of the journey. And it also means I think the weight of the trailer will be negated because we're on tarmac. We only had an issue when we was on mud, as we took that corner very wide there. Yeah, so we should be okay. Speed-wise, I don't think we're going to see many issues with the trailer that we had at the start of today's episode. This should be fairly straightforward, mainly because of the tarmac roads. And this is why we want this route open, because if we went from the other way, which is our garage, and up the hill, there's a big muddy puddly area. Puddly area? I'll say it a second time because it sounds weird. There's a second puddly area that we keep getting stuck in. So I think opening this route, yes, we've got this section we're now on here that isn't tarmac. As you can see, the Fleetstar is still struggling. Still blaming the trailer. Even with 2 sets of concrete blocks, there's still going to be a weight on it, and it's on the back of the truck, so it's kind of on a hill. So in theory, that would be dragging us backwards. You know, gravity comes into play. That would be forcing us backwards, hence the slow speed and the struggle up the hill. With all-wheel drive, diff lock on, low range gear as well. We're slowly moving forward, but I think if the concrete blocks are on the back over the top of the axle, we wouldn't have the issue. Flatbed. I think that may be the way forward. I know I've said it a few times, and I'm just trying to make sure it's in my head, because I will forget to do it, and then I'll go back to it. I'm sure I mentioned that I'd do something to this truck, and I won't have a clue until the next time we have the same issue with a trailer. I go, we could really do with a flatbed, and then it'd be too late because we're in the middle of something. Same as today, really. Okay. Yeah. So what was I saying? The other route from the garage to like the warehouse is just full of mud and puddles, which we've been getting stuck in a fair bit. So I think this route negates that a lot because most of this route is tarmac, as we edge ourselves onto the tarmac as well. So that will make our life easier, being able to have this route open. And as I say, if we don't carry a trailer on the back, it makes our life even easier, I would say. But we'll see. It would be good to test that out in the future to see if concrete blocks on the back of the truck rather than a trailer does make a difference. We've made it to the petrol station. We'll fill up while we're here. It makes sense. We've not used a massive amount. The Fleetstar is generally pretty good on fuel, I've found. But I'd rather have enough just in case we carry on after we've delivered these. I haven't really decided what's next. There is a Watchtower I'm thinking about, but we'll see. So we're on the nice even tarmac now. I say even, bumpy I should say, really. Bit hilly as well. But we haven't got too far to go off-road. I didn't see this off-road part. I didn't check the map properly, did I? I thought it was, you know, flying now because it would all be tarmac. I got that wrong. A bit more off-roading for us. It's like they forgot to put the tarmac down. It's a well-worn route though, but to be fair, it's not muddy. Like wet mud at least, so at least we can grip. It just takes time. All-wheel drive does make a difference in the Fleetstar, to be fair. We're slowly moving forward. And as I say, I think the trailer is the issue. But yeah, it's not wet mud. Wet mud's the stuff we get stuck in a lot. But this kind of mud isn't too bad. We can still keep moving forward. Although this is getting a bit wetter now, so if we stay on the grass here, we should be okay because it's more solid than the road part. is my guess anyway. Keep going forward. Come on. Just keep... As long as we're moving, we're okay. It's if you stop, we have problems. Just got to keep moving. It may be slow, but as long as we keep movement, we won't get stuck. I think that's the important thing. If you stop, you're going to get stuck. If you keep moving, you generally don't get stuck. Because the rotation of the tyres keeps you propelling forward. I think that's the science behind it. I'm probably wrong. We're back on tarmac now though, so we can keep going here. And we should be nearly there, I believe. I should have put a route down, to be fair. It would have made my life a little bit easier, wouldn't it? But we are here. We can see the mark in front of us, actually. I didn't need a route. I knew it. I knew it off by heart. We made it. Okay, so we are here. Concrete blocks. Bridge is done. Look at that. We've built a bridge. That's 2 jobs done today. Fallen power line and the mountain bridge complete. Pretty happy with that. I think that's pretty good going so far. Very, very happy to have achieved it. Now, the episode has been a decent length already, but I want to, because the first bit took a little bit longer, there is one more thing I want to do and look at. So, what we need to do first is move this trailer off the road. I don't want to take the trailer with us, so I want to move it off the road so other vehicles, my vehicles, can get past if needed. I'm quite glad there's no other traffic, because I'd be blocking roads left, right and centre if I'm not careful here. But let's just try and move this trailer to the side a little bit before we leave it behind. I want to be able to get past if I need to. At some point, I think as the suggestions mentioned, we need to deliver some trailers back to the trailer shop and sell them. It makes sense. So, going forward, there's another bridge or blocked road over there I want to head to. And there is a watchtower as well. Now, I want to head to the blocked road because that would mean we can pick up the task and see what it requires. And the watchtower I'm considering at this point. It's not a guarantee we'll do it today, but it's something I'm thinking about. Tarmac though, so it should be a fairly quick journey to the blocked road. Now, blocked road, is that going to be debris on the road that needs clearing? I don't know what we're kind of going to need to do that. No, it's not all tarmac. We're on some mud, but we're good. Fleetstar's, it's fine on the mud, especially with no trailer. Yeah, blocked road to me would say, okay, watchtowers straight ahead. We want to be heading left. You kind of just need digger. We don't do diggers. We're delivering. So I don't know what it would really need to fix it, unless it's fixing the road itself. And then would it be tarmac to deliver? Maybe wood, metal beams. No, it's a rock slide. So since it's a rock slide, what do we actually need? Okay, so if we put the job on, and we can actually see what it is we need. Is that spare parts? And they're found over at the warehouse. Okay. I actually thought doing this route would make the warehouse easier. I've just noticed a big route there. It's a mud path going through the mountain there to get them to here. That wouldn't be too bad in the Fleetstar. I just don't want a trailer on the back. But that needs service spare parts. I don't quite know why, but that's what it needs. So that's what it needs. So we're not doing that today. We don't have the time for this episode. We're overrunning more than I normally like these episodes to be as it is. But I want to do one more thing today. And up over here, we get to this. Well, I'm going to place a marker. No, we don't need a marker. It's on the roadway. Is the watchtower. While we're here, we'll do the watchtower. We're already over here. It makes sense to get it done. I would like to turn around, but I don't think I'm going to find the turning point before I can just go up the hill. So I think we can turn here. There was no real turning back by the road blockage, really. So we're okay. But reversing, just showing off our skills when it comes to reversing. I think our reversing skills are probably better than our forward skills, to be fair. But look at the difference. All-wheel drive on the mud, no trailer. The speed difference is incredible. So we're going to head to that watchtower. There's a route we can go up here. I think I've missed the route already. I think we need to go left here. But yeah, watchtower, and that will open up the northeast side of the map that we've not seen anything about yet. There's still watchtowers to go and do. There's so much to do. I think we'll have an exploring episode soon. just to finish off some other bits we need to go and have a look at. But I kind of think for while we was here, we may as well do the Watchtower. And as I said, we're going a bit slow now because we're in low gear, but with no trailer, even on the mud, this vehicle is pretty quick. So I think we need a flatbed. I know I've said it a few times, but a flatbed on this. Probably look at upgrades. Then I don't think we've unlocked any tyres for it yet. Better tyres would be nice. Off-road all-wheel drive tyres or something like that. Mud tyres maybe. I haven't really looked too hard at the tyres. Why? No, I've gone wrong. We're in the wrong place. So the Watchtower isn't... I thought it was on this ridge where we're heading up now. It's not. There's no route from here to there. This is a completely separate ridge. I'm guessing we'll have a mission to come up here at some point because there's something here. But the Watchtower is down over this ridge and down the other side. That wasn't what I planned. Can we make this without rolling? Okay. If we make it down there without rolling the Fleetstar over, one, we've done incredibly. Two, we'll have the Watchtower done. If we roll, we'll end the episode. Let's do it that way. Slowly, on the brakes, as much as possible. Come on, we're okay. To be fair, I think we handled that pretty well. Let's get the Watchtower launched and see what's around. That is the Watchtower launch. That went pretty well. Okay, let's have a look what we've got around us now. So, what has opened up? We've got the log station. So that's new. Okay. And we've got a Chevrolet Kodiak C70. There's an upgrade there as well. Okay, there's a few things opened up now. Log station's an interesting one. I'm curious to what... Well, I know it delivers logs. I wonder what we've got to take them to. And the route as well. Not sure what route to take for that one, to be fair. But yeah, so there we go. Medium logs and long logs. I wanted to go down just to trouble check what kind of things it did. I have seen missions for logs in the big list from the different companies, but I didn't know where they were from. And now at least we've learned that lesson. It's there. And the Kodiak as well. That's something we need to look at in the future and try and get retrieve as well from where that is. So that'll give us a new vehicle at the very least. So that is the plan going forward. We're going to try and get the Chevrolet Kodiak out. But that is it for today. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. A like on the episode does really help. And ring the bell to not miss an upload. We'll see you again very soon for more SnowRunner.